The Mesopotamian Civilization. The Mesopotamian civilization flourished between c. 5000 and 600 BCE. It was one of the world's first great civilizations. This famous civilization was at its peak during Assyrian Empire around 700 BCE. The term Mesopotamia means the land of two rivers. It so because this great civilization developed between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Present-day location. Today, Mesopotamia is known as present-day Iraq. In the broader sense, the historical region of Mesopotamia includes parts of present-day Iran, Turkey, Syria and Kuwait. Regions. Mesopotamian civilization may be divided into three separate regions. Sumer. It was situated in the southernmost part of Mesopotamia, including villages like Ur, Kish, Uruk and Lagash. Akkad. It was situated a few kilometers away from Sumer. It included famous city Babylon. Assyria. It was located in the highlands of North Mesopotamia. Important features. Town planning. The city was divided into three parts. Sacred area. It had a temple tower or ziggurat dedicated to the patron god whom they worshipped. Walled city. It was on a mound where people resided. Outer town. It was rural or peripheral areas surrounding the walled cities. Social structure. The social structure of Mesopotamia was hierarchical and complex, with a clear distinction between the different classes in society. At the top of the social pyramid was the king, who held supreme authority. The king was considered both a political and religious supreme. Below the king, the society included the royal family, then priests and high officials. They were known as upper class. The middle class of the society comprised merchants, farmers, and artisans. The lower class comprised of landless laborers and slaves. Occupations. Agriculture and domestication of animals. Agriculture was the chief occupation of the Mesopotamians. The chief crops cultivated by them were pulses, barley, wheat and fruits. They domesticated animals like cows, donkeys, goats and sheep. Trade and commerce. The chief items of export were food grains. Mesopotamian imported gemstone, timber and metal ores like copper. They were said to have had trade relations with India, as the seals of the Indus Valley were discovered in Mesopotamia. Script of writing. Mesopotamian writing was known as the Cuneiform Script. They wrote on soft clay tablets with a pointed instrument called stylus. Architecture. Mesopotamian introduced arcs, domes and vaults in the buildings. They also constructed drainage system. The ziggurats and hanging gardens are the best examples of the Mesopotamian architecture. Religious beliefs. Mesopotamians believed in many gods. They were Anu, the god of heaven, Enki, the god of water, and Enlil, the god of the air or the wind god. Deities were often associated with particular cities. Astral deities such as Shamash and Sin were also worshipped. Mesopotamians also believed in life after death. Achievements. Mesopotamians were excellent in the fields of mathematics and astronomy. They used number 60 as the unit of measurement for time. They divided an hour into 60 minutes and a minute into 60 seconds. They developed year system consisting of 12 months, each month had 30 days. They divided days and nights into 12 hours each. They invented sundials and also developed the calendar system called lunar calendar. They also developed maps, example, the Babylonian map. They improved upon the crude wheel and invented carts and chariots. Decline of the Mesopotamian civilization. The rivers Tigris and Euphrates changed course, which forced the people to move to other places. Soil became less fertile and people lost their means of livelihood and moved away. Frequent wars and attacks marked the end of the civilization. Despite its eventual decline, Mesopotamian civilization was one of the earliest and most influential in human history, with its achievements in writing, law, and technology laying the foundation for future societies.